Maritime and Mechanical Engineering. My name's Sean and I'm going to be hosting the Hangout today. This is your chance to ask any questions that you might have relating to studying in Liverpool or student life or the city of Liverpool. We're inviting anybody that's watching to ask us questions directly. There are lots of different ways that you can ask us those questions. You can either post within the question and answer app on the right hand side of this Hangout. You can tweet us using the LJMU chat hashtag, or you can email us using communications@ljmu.ac.uk. We will do our very best to answer as many of your questions as we can today, but if for any reason we aren't able to answer your question or we run out of time, we will come back to you directly after the Hangout's finished. If you have any questions relating to an application that you've already submitted for our international admissions team, you can contact the team by email using int-admissions@ljmu.ac.uk. So as I've mentioned, the aim of today is for us to answer as many questions as we can for you. And to help with that, I've got a number of colleagues here with me today. So to begin with, I have my colleague from our Faculty of Engineering and Technology admissions team.
Hi, I'm Keely. I'm from the admissions team and I can help with you any support with anything today.
Thanks, Keely. I'm from our international recruitment team.
Hi, I'm Maureen. Any questions on accommodation or
Thanks, Maureen. And we've also been lucky enough to be joined by a student from our MSc International Transport Trade and Logistics programme.
Hello. Hello, my name is Sophie. I'm current student studying in Liverpool JMU University. If you have any question about experience in Liverpool JMU University, you can ask. Thank you.
Fantastic, thanks Sophie. So to begin with, one of the most common questions we're asked by international students is when courses will start in the university. Keely, I wonder if you could tell us a little bit more about when students can expect to start in September should they join us.
So the courses start from the week of the 19th of September, which is enrolment week. So if you can arrive for enrolment week, then you can be involved in all the activities in the first starting week, and then teaching will start the week after.
Fantastic. So students aim to be here for the 19th of September for induction, and then teaching will commence the following week. So around mid-September is when you need to arrive in the UK, and then from there we'll make sure that you get everything that you need to so that you can settle into life at LJMU quickly. Sophie, having been through that process as a student, I wondered if you could tell us firstly why you decided to come and study at Liverpool John Moores University.
Yeah, I'm quite happy I can study here, and this is my first time come overseas for study. And I'm very happy I can be a member of Liverpool JMU University. The students and the teacher helped me a lot. I'm hope. Yeah, it's I don't know how can I say, because I really get a lot of help from other people. So if you come here, I'm quite happy to see you come here, and I guess you can get a lot of help. And yeah, sorry.
No, that's fantastic. How did you find settling into a new city? As you said, this is your first time in the UK. How did you find settling into Liverpool as a city and then studying at a new university? Was it easy for you to find your way around and to get to know people and to make new friends and things like that?
Yeah, actually, I also do some master course in China.
Okay.
So I can compare two countries, and when I come here, I found that people really so nice. When I get some trouble, my classmates and my teacher also help me. And in our school, we have a lot of organization. And if you have some interesting, like if you like music or if you like swimming or some other things, you can find some group, and the people in there is very nice, and they can give you a lot of advice. And also, as for a foreigner, when I come here, my big problem is about study English. English is not my first language, so I'm really nervous when I come here, and I cannot understand everything. But yes, the Liverpool JMU University have some course to help the foreigner students improve our English. It's very useful.
Fantastic. So did you make use of the English language support when you arrived at the university? Did you use those classes that are available to students?
Yeah, yeah, when I come here is like I can find a lot of group, and a lot of people help me as well, and also the teacher and a lot of people give me some advice too about everything. It's like very nice.
Fantastic. So you feel like there was lots of support. That's good to hear. Keely, we've had a question relating to accommodation and specifically how an international student would go about booking accommodation if they were going to join the university in September. Could you just tell us a little bit about the process for booking accommodation?
So all of our international students are guaranteed accommodation when they arrive in Liverpool, which will help you settle in comfortably and make your place your own. Regarding accommodation, if you could email accommodation@ljmu.ac.uk, they can start the accommodation process for you and they can offer you any support that you may need.
Fantastic, thank you. Maureen, Sophie told us a little bit about life in Liverpool from a student perspective. I wondered if you could give your view on kind of the reasons that students might like to live in Liverpool or to study in Liverpool, or the good things about the city.
Right, from past experience of other international students, I think the main reason that they all say they love Liverpool is because it's a very friendly city and it's also a very safe city. There's lots of things to do from the perspective of being a tourist, so you'll never be bored in Liverpool. There's the Albert Dock, there's lovely cathedrals to see, so there's lots of tourist things that you can do. But I think the main thing that students like about Liverpool is the people. They're just so friendly, and it is one of the safest cities in the UK.
Fantastic, thank you. So we can be confident, you know, if students do choose to come and study with us here in Liverpool, that they're joining a friendly city, but you're also going to be very safe.
Very safe, yeah.
Fantastic. Keely, we've had a question relating to tuition fees. Could you tell us a little bit more about the tuition fees for programmes in the mechanical and maritime engineering area?
So the fees for this year for the mechanical for the undergraduates are £12,360 for this academic year coming. If you need any further questions regarding the fees, if you just email fetadmissions@ljmu.ac.uk and we can answer any further queries.
Brilliant, thanks Keely. And just sort of following on from there, obviously international students have to think about lots of different expenses when they come to study in Liverpool. Could you tell us a little bit about how Liverpool compares in terms of living costs to other cities? Is it an expensive city to live in, or is the cost of living quite reasonable?
So Liverpool's probably one of the money will go further in Liverpool. It's one of the most affordable cities in the UK. Restaurants, meals, etc. Taxi fares are less expensive than other top UK cities, and there's a lot of free things to do within the city as well. So the money will go a lot further.
Fantastic, thank you. Sophie, we've had a question from a student who's looking to maybe join us in September. If you could give one piece of advice to a student travelling from another country to study in Liverpool, what would that advice be? If there was one thing that you thought was really important, what would it be?
You mean some places are interesting?
Not places that are interesting, but if you were coming to the UK again and there was one thing that you had to advise other students they must make sure that they do, maybe it's planning your trip or thinking about arranging accommodation or finding ways to make friends, what do you think the most important consideration for an international student would be?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is it's about what you want. And honestly, I think it's very important to make more friends in here, because I'm students from other countries. So if I can make a lot of friends here, I can know a lot of culture, a lot of other experience in here. So I think the most important thing is try to make more friends from other country, and it also can help you study and improve your English as well.
Fantastic. So try and make friends as early as you possibly can to make it easier to settle in. I think from speaking to other students as well, what we quite often find is that it's very important that students engage with the university before they arrive in the UK and take the time to speak to us, so whether that be through our colleagues in the international admissions team, who you can contact by email using int-admissions@ljmu.ac.uk, or the faculty admissions team directly using fet@admissions@ljmu.ac.uk. It's really important to stay in contact with us and to ask any questions that you might have. If you're not sure of anything, we're here to help. We can help to make sure that you are able to arrive in the UK and to make your way from the airport to Liverpool city centre and to your accommodation so that you're able to settle in quickly. So I guess my first piece of advice would be, if you're unsure of anything, get in contact with us and we'll make sure that you get the right advice along the way. Keely, we've had a question from a student who's joining an undergraduate course in September around the IELTS requirements. I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about IELTS requirements at both undergraduate and postgraduate level for students looking to study at LJMU.
So the undergraduate requirements for IELTS, it needs to be 6 overall with 5.5 in each component, and these need to be a UKVI registered IELTS. So if you need any further information regarding this, though, you can email us, as we said previously, internationaladmissions@ljmu.ac.uk regarding any further information on the IELTS.
Fantastic, thank you. And following on from there, one of the major questions that international students have is when they can expect to receive their CAS from us. Could you tell us a little bit about when students can expect to receive a CAS from the university?
Yeah, so once an unconditional offer is received and the acceptance form is then returned, then a CAS letter will be issued once you've received everything from yourself and you've met all the conditions of your offer. Then a CAS letter will be issued.
Fantastic, thank you. Sophie, we've had a question for you, if you wouldn't mind, and it's a really simple question. It's, have you enjoyed your time at Liverpool John Moores University, and are you glad that you chose to study in Liverpool?
Yeah, I'm so happy to spend time in here, and I'm very, very happy can be a student in Liverpool John Moores University. And when I come here, and I found that the people is so nice. And in my school, I study international trade, logistics, and transportation. In my class are a lot of classmates from other European countries, and they help me a lot. And I know a lot of culture from other European countries. It's very fantastic.
Fantastic, thank you. And Keely, we've obviously heard from Sophie there in terms of her decision to study at the university. Could you tell us about some of the good things and some of the reasons perhaps that students might choose to come and study within the Faculty of Engineering and Technology? What does the faculty do particularly well?
So there's a number of different things, reasons why the faculty is doing really well. So we do our teaching as research-led teaching. Things about Liverpool, you've got fantastic career opportunities with John Moores University. We're a multicultural city. LJMU students students from all over the world studying. You get a lot of support at John Moores, the English language support, as Sophie's mentioned previous. And then there's great social and leisure opportunities also. And then modern facilities. We are currently upgrading an awful lot to have a modern civic university.
That's great, thanks Keely. And Maureen, if there was one reason from your perspective for students to come and study at LJMU, what would it be?
I think the main thing with JMU is the support that students are given, not just from staff and fellow students, but also from the LSU. The LSU play a big part in student life, and I think if I could give any advice to the students, it would be to get yourself involved in clubs and societies through the student union, because that will help you make new friends and also settle into uni and give you some social activities to get involved with.
Fantastic, thank you. So that's all the questions that we have for now. If you do have any more questions, you can continue to submit them to us. We do have another session this afternoon, so we'll come back to your questions and we'll look to answer those then. That session will begin at 4 PM UK time. Equally, if there's anything after today or anything further that you need, you can either contact our international admissions team directly by email using int-admissions@ljmu.ac.uk, or you can contact the faculty using fet@admissions@ljmu.ac.uk. As I mentioned, we are hosting 2 sessions per subject area, so our second session will be 4 p.m. UK time if you'd like to join us then. We're also going to be making these Hangout videos available on our YouTube channel, so you can come back and watch them again at a time that suits you. Finally, I'd like to say thank you very much for taking the time to watch us today. We hope this has been useful for you, and we look forward to seeing you at LJMU in September. Thanks very much. Bye.